Back to my channel. My name is Ryan. I am the Kryptonian Collector, and today, guys, we have a quick video for you. Last night, they announced, or at least I noticed, they announced the brand new CGC labels for DC Comics. And I have to say, this is a long time coming, and I'm very happy to see it. So, the wait is over. DC custom labels are finally here. And here we have the Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman. It looks like you can get it in comics, cards, and coins. So that also is exciting. But let's just kind of get into a little more on this, and we'll take a look. All right. So it says it's a whole new universe. CGC and NGC unveil DC custom labels. DC custom labels are an addition to your comics, cards, and coins, so there we go. The announcement that DC fans have been waiting for is finally here. Now, I only have got back into collecting I've always been collecting comics, but I've really only got into the grading side within the last year or so. And I can tell you that when I've sent my Marvel books away to get graded, I've always wanted the Superman books with a custom label, the Batman. DC needed its own custom label, so I'm very happy that they finally stepped up to the plate and now we're getting all of the labels. Now, I think this is only the first of many. Obviously, there's a lot of characters in DC, and I think as this goes along and as they sell these slabs with the custom label on, we may see different characters. Myself, I'm kind of hoping now for a Justice League label at some point for all my Justice League books, but we will see. Let's go into it. Breaking it down, here we have all three labels in this photo. So we can see here, we'll start with Wonder Woman. Obviously, the book or the label they're using as the suggestion or the example is Wonder Woman 75th Anniversary Special Number 1. With the Wonder Woman label right here. Batman's is from Batman 608. So it looks like these labels are all from these different books. So obviously this is the cover of Wonder Woman 75th Anniversary number 1. This is 100% the Batman 608. And this is Action Comics 1000. That is the variant cover. All the art on these is done by Jim Lee, and I did see the Twitter or X post that CGC put out announcing this, showing Jim Lee in the commercial or in the ad talking about the release of these. So they're very cool. We're going to talk a little bit about the label here, the ones that they've released so far. So first off, I'm going to start with Batman because that's probably going to be the nicest thing to do. The Batman 608, obviously on the iconic cover by Jim Lee of Batman on the gargoyle. I love this label. I think it's perfect. You have the gargoyle, you have Batman, and it takes up the label up to this point. The Wonder Woman and the Superman are a little bit underwhelming. Don't get me wrong, I love the Jim Lee art on them. I just feel that they could have added a little bit more to make it a little more bang for your buck. Now with Wonder Woman, I don't really read a ton of Wonder Woman stuff, but I think it would be cool to see maybe a little bit of a scene from Themyscira, maybe behind. I'm not quite sure, but just a little something else to add to the label. And as for Superman, I would have loved to see the Superman a little bit farther up on the label. Not much, maybe just cutting off right about here, but just enough to put the Daily Planet and maybe just a scene of Metropolis in the background. I feel like that would really sell that label for me a little more. And I feel like by doing the better one for Batman, it kind of like underwhelming. It seems a little bit underwhelming to see just the Superman on here without a little more detail behind him and whatnot. But that's not to say that it's not amazing. I do love this custom label, and trust me, I'm gonna be paying a lot of money to get some comics done again, but we'll get into that here in a moment. I do love the label, but I just think that they could have used a little extra scenery in the background. Now, my other issue is, and it's not really an issue, it's something I'd love to see. There's a lot of eras in these three characters. There's the Golden Age, there's the Silver, Bronze, Copper, Modern. I would love to see a custom DC Superman Golden Age era logo on one of these labels. And yes, I know it's probably few and far between that would want to, but I think it would add a little pop to the slab. If you had a Superman from each era, or a Batman from each era, or your Wonder Woman from each era. And that is a little great. And I can't take full credit for this idea. I did see this on Twitter, or X again, sorry. I did see a post about this, and someone actually put examples, and they looked really, really good. And I think this is something that CGC and DC can dive into a little more. Again, I think this is amazing. I'm loving the fact that they finally did it. And I'm really loving the fact that they started with the Trinity. Because, trust me, these two labels alone will get enough work from me. But I definitely have a couple books that I'd love to get this custom label on. Now, let's just take a look here on the back. Oh, it's a card. Don't know if they have... There's the custom for the card. So it just says DC, and then on the back you can see the Trinity, sorry. Again, art by Jim Lee. And here's the coin label. So again, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman's. They don't really show the back of the label here. There is the Wonder Woman, Batman, again, the comics they're from. There's Batman 608. Obviously, it would look really cool with the custom labels. And Action Comics 1000. Definitely a great book to get graded and get the custom label. But it hasn't shown the back of the label. And typically they have a image of them. There's the coins again. And it just talks about just a little bit about the submission and everything for it. All right, so we're going to head back to the main page, and we will take a look. I'm going to get on here, and I'm just going to show you kind of going through the submission process. So let's get started. All right, everyone, so here we are. I've gone into my account, and we're going to make a submission. So... for a lot of you, you already know how to do a submission. You should probably be able to figure it out. But we're just going to take a look and see how it's going. Now, I did try this last night just to see if there was any issues. I did find one little issue. Actually, it's quite a big issue for a lot of people, I'm sure. And I'm sure a lot of people have already given feedback to CGC on the issue on the website. But I understand it's a brand new option, so it's going to take some time to get it 100% there. So we're going to go CGC grading, and of course, being in Canada, mail in. And you know what? I just want to kind of touch on this. Being in Canada right now, they're telling us not to send it into Florida. And now I understand with everything, but can you imagine the shipping to send this to the UK, which I think is the next closest CGC office? This is me saying it officially. CGC, please open an office or a grading center or whatever you want to call it in Canada. We could really use one. I'm sure a ton of books get shipped across the border. And, you know, it really does detract from the experience of getting a book graded when you have the unhappy epiphany of the amount of money you're going to have to pay to get this over the border. the customs fees and everything alone. And if it's enough right now to tell us, hey, don't ship it to us, please open an office in Canada. Anyway, that is my little rant, kind of gone through. I meant to do a video separately on that, but I guess I added it a little bit in here. But yeah, we're gonna mail it in to Florida and hope that it isn't a small mortgage to get the books back. So here we go. Authentication and grading. So here's the online waiver, yada yada. I'm just going to agree right now. Pressing, of course, I typically do get pressing. I haven't gotten really great at pressing right at the moment. And the buddies I know that do press are pretty busy, so I'm just gonna say well, we're gonna get a press this time. Let's see, just in case you want it to. So here are our options. So if I have vintage books, which I have a ton, I'm trying to get Superman up to from issue 2 all the way to 423 right now. Plus volume 1 goes a little bit beyond, and I'm also trying to get that. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a challenge. And now I kind of want to get them with the custom label, so that's a whole other issue. But we're not going to do bulk. I can imagine if someone is doing the same as me and wants to send their, say, 20 book run in at the same time, or 50 books, sorry. Say you have 200 to 250 and you want to send it in. Obviously, that is the better deal. That's about a little over about $4 a book, a little over $4 a book. And we're just going to do modern for now. Let's say we have Superman 1000 or Action Comics 1000, sorry. No grade pre-screen. We're not going to fast track it. Although for $27 a comic, I don't find it that it's worth it. Plus, this is US dollars, remember, so Canadian is just absolutely crazy. But if I'm sending a high valued book, one or two of them, yes, I'd pay the $27. I actually just got a submission back, which you guys are going to see the video to that, and it was gone for 3 months. But you know, I've got a couple books there that have been gone even longer that I'm still waiting for. One that's been in grading and encapsulating a lot, which I'll mention a little bit later in this video. But let's not talk about Fast Track right now. Let's add the comic. All right, so here we are. And we're going to go Action Comics 1000. Okay, so you can see all of the different variants. Obviously, there's a ton. Let's just go with the Jim Lee Tour edition. And let's just put a value of $50, say. $50. I'm going to go down here and go to custom label, and there they are. Obviously, with Marvel, they've got a ton more, but you've got your 3 options. So, Action Comics 1, we're going to go with the label. And here you can actually see, for the first time ever, the DC logo Superman, and it has a silhouette of Superman flying at you. That's actually really cool. And the DC logo right in the corner. They've done a really good job with the back. I like that. And it looks like a Jim Lee sketch, so it really does fit in. All right. So that's the Superman one. So let's just take that away. And let's take this. So let's say we have Batman 608. Or 8, typo. Batman 608 from 1202. That one's a little more, I don't know, let's say 200. 200? There we go. And we're going to go custom label. And again, with Batman 608, you have to have the Batman custom label. And again, there is the Batman custom label. And right here, This is the first time I'm kind of noticing this, but I know all your info is going to be on the left-hand side of the label right next to the grade. The one thing I think would have been really cool as well is if we had a silhouette or a ghost image in the background of the Batman logo, the Bat logo. Or you could do 3 of them, just ghost imaged behind. I do have a custom label with the Moon Knight custom label, and it's got a little image in behind. The Spidey one, I think, has it. I'll have to double check that one, but yeah, I think a little Bat Ghost logo in there would be really cool. And then, yeah, all blacked out here. And I think that, again, if they had the city of Gotham, say, in the background here, I know it's a little bit more, but I think going up, it would just add that extra pop to these labels. And you just, the label would be art, and then the book would be art and collectible. But anyway. And here we are with the Jim Lee sketch ghost image on the back, and I love that one too. That's a good one. That's a grappling gun, as you can see, getting shot out, and very cool. So there we go. That is Batman's. So if we do Wonder Woman number, let's see. Let's just pick one here. 21 from 13. And we'll say it's a 25. I don't even know the price. I don't know which book that is. Let's do the custom label. And here we go. Again, Wonder Woman just standing up. Would have been cool to have Themyscira in the background a little bit. Or something else, maybe. But maybe just a lasso image or design. And again, the Wonder Woman logo ghosted would be really cool on that label as well. But that's that. The only other thing, and I mean, this is kind of crazy. I'm just going to do this. Superman logo. So here we go. So yeah, Superman's flying. It's all good. We're getting a Superman custom label, and that's great. But wouldn't it just look really cool if the Daily Planet was first and foremost right here, and you could see Metropolis just in the background, or I don't know, the moon or Krypton, or I don't know, something other than just Superman's image on a custom label just slapped there. That's all I'm saying. And again, of course, the image. But yeah, that's it. Those are the labels that we have for now. But hey, it happens. So we're going to go back. Now, I was looking around, screwing around with it last night to try to figure out like exactly what the possibilities are. So here's my big issue. I've already got a massive Superman collection, including a Superman 3 plus a ton of other cool books. I've sent them in. I've paid the money. How am I going to get the new custom label? Because trust me, I want the custom label. I might have little gripes with it, but I want it on all my Superman books now. So let's go here. We're going to go Reholder. Now, last night, I'm going to have to go, let's say I'm doing Superman 3. I tried this last night with a sad outcome, just to see if it would, but we'll find out now. This is weird. All right. So, Reholder. And it's not going to let me right now. All right. This is weird. I will be right back, and I'm going to try to figure out what's going on. I might have to go back in. We're back into it, and we are going to take a look here. This is the last thing that really bugged me. Like I was trying to say, I already have a ton of graded Superman books, and I'd love to have that custom label on every single one of them. But now the problem is resubmitting. So let's see if it's even available with resubmitting. So I did try this last night quickly, and if it is still acting the way it was, Reholder, it was not allowing me to select the custom label. So let's see if it's fixed that. So we're going to use my Superman 3 graded 0.5, missing the back cover as the guinea pig. 440. I'm going to put in the number and the certification number. No, that's not it. There we go. So we're going to look up the comic, and here is my book, my Superman 3 from winter of 1940.5. So it's roughly, I think it's about 2,000 US, depending which price guide you're looking at. I'm kind of going off of Key Collector right at the moment. I do typically go with Go Collect, but let's see. And here you have it. You can click off on Newsstand Edition, but there is no custom label option. So you can't get a reholder. So right now it looks as though I'd have to crack the slab and send it back in at more of a cost to myself. I'm not quite sure right now. Let's see here. We're going to go back a little bit. Yeah, reholder. And that's at 25 cents right there. So, yeah, we're going to try one more thing and see if it works. We are all reset here. So, I did see an option when I was going through this the first time. So we're just going to try it out just for fun. Mail in. Christopher restoration removal. Reholder. Mechanical error returns, blah blah blah. Let's try this again. So as if we are doing a regular one. Vintage. No, we're gonna do the high. We're gonna pretend it is my Superman 3 again. No, I'm not gonna do that this time. Here we go. Super 3. Winter 1940. And again, we're going to call it that. Resubmitting. All right, let's see if it. Let's see if this will allow me to get my custom label. There we go. So I'm going to put the $2,000 custom label Superman. Boom. And add comic. Oh, well, look at that. Let's just say it's 1,500 maybe? 1,200. I don't know. Let's see if that will. Nope, won't let you. So obviously there's a maximum value. Oh, there it is. 1,000. I just saw the error. Anyways, you can get the books done. That's the only way to do that right now. If you go to reholder, it will not allow you to obviously do that. But if you're resubmitting, it's the same cost. So you're not going to be able to just resubmit for a reholder. You're going to have to actually pay the complete amount for regrading, and then they'll give you the label. So that was just a test to see if it would work. So right now, for me, myself, I do want to resubmit a bunch. My biggest issue right now is I already have a couple books at CGC right now that I've been waiting a long time for. One is a Wonder Woman book, which I would have loved to have had this. This one is supposed to be getting encapsulated any day now, and I'm just waiting on it now. It's an amazing book, and I would love to have this, but now I'm going to have to basically pay to have it reholstered and endanger certain issues with the book going forward on that one. The next one is a Superman book, which I'd love to have the custom label on, and I'm going to have to risk getting it damaged. This is just bad timing for me, I know, but wow. It's the cost on it is just insane. In the first place, I understand. I don't mind paying a little bit more. But as a Canadian, I'm just saying this is insane for us. Either go to UK where the British pound is crazy much more than our dollar. So if you're a Canadian, definitely send books sparingly. Um, my American friends and viewers, awesome. Good luck, guys. You guys have some great labels that you can get access to really quickly. I'm still going to be sending my books down to CGC in Florida for now until I see the actual bill, maybe off the last two. That, by the way, were there before the craziness on the border. Um, as for Superman, the Superman label, yeah, it's going to get sent down. I'm probably going to have to resubmit my Superman 3 and all my other books that I want to get the custom label. And that just means more money and for a label. I have OCT, so it's going to happen. I'm not sure when, but maybe I'll do a video about it if you want. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Do you like these new custom labels? Will you be resubmitting any slabbed books to get the custom labels, or is it just something you think is stupid? Do you not get the Marvel ones either? Let me know in the comments down below. If you did enjoy this video, please hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel for more great content. I've got a lot of videos coming, including some great comic videos very soon. Thank you very much for watching. You can follow me on all my social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, or X, Vero, Instagram, and on TikTok now. You'll find links to all that down below in the info, and I will see you all in the fortress for another video. Thanks, guys.